morning, Patrick Walters is the only angler left fishing in Rodman, and he basically has that entire lake to himself. And again, you talked about it, Mike Sukon. He won an Open, he won an Elite Series tournament last year, leading this event, fishing the exact same technique. If you look at him right there in Rodman, those are exactly where he caught his fish yesterday.
Patrick Walters, of course, to get into Lake Rodman, must lock through there, and just now getting through there, it gets kind of lonely in the lock all by yourself here, getting into Lake Rodman.
You know, it's a lonely sight today. If you look in the lock, we're the only boat. We're solo, but feels pretty good. You know, we're locking into Jurassic Park. We're heading to Rodman. Only boat to make it in the top 10. Pretty surprisingly, you know, there's a lot of fish in here. A lot of people were fishing in tournament. I think it was like 20 boats average each day. I think it's going to be a good day. We're just going to go fishing, see what happens. We're about to lock out. But it's an eerie feeling being by yourself, so I think that means something good is about to go down, because we're about to lean on something.
How does this lock work?
What this is the lock between Rodman Reservoir and the St. Johns River, and I'd say it's about a 12-foot elevation change, which is a lot more water than I thought. It takes about 10 to 12 minutes to lock through, and we had 3 lock times, one at 7, which we never could make that one because we blasted off at 7:10, 8 o'clock, and 11 o'clock to get into Rodman, and we can come back at 11:30. 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock. We're doing it 3, so we're going to be back at the lock at 2 o'clock. So we got 5 hours of fishing. That means we got 5 hours. We're looking for 5 fish. If you do the math, we got an hour for each fish, so we just can go fishing, see what happens.
One of the most confident young guys out there, Mark Zona, and reason for it, too.
Exactly, Tommy Sanders. And let's kind of break down what Patrick Walters has got on here. His front-facing sonar, he is actually seeing every one of his fish of these fish on his depth finder. And you would think somebody else in the field really got on this deal, and they did it. Everybody's been fishing shallow predominantly all week long. Patrick Walters a little bit deeper, and something that he has figured out as this tournament's gone along. Tommy, he said there are fish following his jerkbait literally every other cast. And he said, man, I slowed down too much. I need to pick up the pace, cover more water. That's what he did on day number 3. And I mean, he lit them up all day long. The other side is he's getting a lot of bites. I mean, he's catching 15 to 25 bass a day to get to his best 5 bass limit. And he's targeting whether it's shell bars, stumps, but he feels like a lot of these little subtle offshore places. When I say offshore, he's only about 100 yards offshore, fishing 5 to 10 feet of water. He said all of these places are, number one, they're reloading, and he feels they're starting to set up and spawn on these isolated hard spots.
Well, doing something different from everyone else, getting away from everyone else, those are the two things that so many big-time Bassmaster Elite Series wins have in common. Patrick Walters has got that going for him. He's also huge on this place, too. 3rd here. 4th here, I should say, in 2019, 10th last year.
We made it to Championship Sunday. I'm telling you, stuff right here give you chill bumps. Raise the hair up on the back of your neck right there. It's what you live for. This is what you work your whole life for, to fish for one day. We're going to make it happen today.